So Kim and Cuddles, the Iron Defender here, along with Pals, Bodhi, Flammalucas, and Deckard, we are doing the Evening Star Challenge, the Sunset Ritual. This one is basically identical to the Daybreak Ritual. The only thing is that there are slightly different mobs in it. So you have several objectives. The first one is that you can't let Argonon, who's the wizard, get killed. He is invulnerable as long as the knights are still up, but if one of the knights gets beat up and takes a knee, Argonon becomes vulnerable. About 2/3 of the way through, he summons the spell word, which you also must protect. There's two bosses, Clave the Carver and Bladeback, that you have to kill, and then you have to repair both ballistas. About 2/3 of the way through the challenge, it will spawn ballista parts. You need to pick up all 6 ballista parts to repair both of the ballistas. It's generally a good idea to have one person pick up the ballista parts. That way you know that person has all 6 of them. And you don't have to worry about trying to trade them to make sure people have 3. So, unlike the Cannon challenges, these challenges do not lock when you enter them. They lock when you start it by talking to this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and start us up. You see he's got a shield around him and he does this little ritual thing. Mobs will spawn. You basically just defend him, kill the mobs. It's really simple. The Evening Star challenges, for the most part, are all quite simple. They have self-explanatory objectives. They're not super difficult. We regularly do these on level 30 with level 18 characters. So they are easy to do. You can, if you're at least level 20, you'll get a boatload of XP, usually around 100,000 to 150,000, depending on what XP boosts you got. The only one that's different is the Great Tree Defenseless, because that one is hyper short. So you get half as much XP for that one. But you get ingredients, you get XP, they're short, they're easy. Really no reason not to do them at least once per life, just to grab all that sweet XP off of them. One of the fastest ways to get from 20 to 21, if you don't have sagas or similar saved up, is just to do the challenges once and done. I mean, assuming you haven't already done them. We should be getting our first boss shortly here. The boss is not active. It spawns at the very end of one of these passageways, so you've got to go find him, and you have to get up close to him in his face for him to basically activate. Since our group is actually epic, you can usually just have one person murder the boss where they are. If you're doing it below level, usually you'll need to drag him to the middle. There are 2 crates that you can open with tokens in here. And usually one of those, or both of those crates will drop a quad damage. If you're doing this severely under level, the easiest way to kill the bosses is to open those crates, get the quad damage. Keep in mind it only works... I got the boss. You see, you come up to him, and he goes active. But you have to get quite close to him for him to go active. And you see he's got 70,000 hit points. There's Deckard, being a sorcerer, just annihilates him. So we got this
video not about this, but about how sorcerers do a lot of damage.
But yeah, Deckard just kaboomed him. All right, now we've got our get the ballista parts. The ballista parts are random. You can never tell where they're going to appear, so you just have to look. So you got 3 already just from the middle. They can appear all over, all the way up the passages. So you gotta go all over the map to find them all. There are a total of 6.
Under attack. Argonon calls out. The ritual is almost complete, but beware, night is coming. As the sun slides below the horizon, a strange howl echoes through the hills.
There's one.
Sent a supply crate for you.
The supply crates is just a random thing. They drop a buff, but you have to get up like on top of it to open it. Not a big deal. They're very short-term buffs, so it's not really important to get the supply crate. So I've got 5 ballista parts. I need 1 more, and then I can repair both ballistas.
Splendid, you've repaired one of the ballistas, says Argonon. Quick, use it to attack oncoming enemies.
There's the last one, yay! Alright, got all the ballista parts. We're done with that. When we get to the 2-minute mark, the second boss will spawn. Argonon's going to finish his ritual and summon the spell word here very shortly.
Very good, crows Argonon. We should be able to hold them back easily now that
The second boss actually charges to the middle. You don't have to go look for it. So pretty much at this point, all you gotta do is just sit here in the middle and keep everything alive and kill the boss when it shows up, and you're done. It's really easy to get all the stars. It's not a tough challenge at all.
one of the knights is under attack.
There we go.
The spell before then. A strange shape sprints through the trees and metal glints in the moonlight.
Alright, here's our last boss, Blade Back. He's gonna charge toward the middle here. He's a werewolf. So he'll get here eventually. Just depends on where he spawned, how quickly he gets here. Oh, I didn't even see him.
And falls to the ground.
But he's just a big werewolf. He's, you know, just a standard boss. Not that tough. Just got a couple minutes left and we're done.
Evening Star has sent a supply crate for you. They're attacking the cell walls. You must draw them away when you can. The ground beneath
And
your
we are
feet.
done. We have finished.
Waves of force pulse through its center.
And we get 2 chests at the end. You can get these Cormerian things, which you can turn in for ingredients, or they are great for your sentient weapon,
You deserve an extra reward.
because you can feed those your sentient weapon. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe.